looking now at question 8a part 2 suggests one reason why the acceleration calculated from these measurements might not be accurate. Well, let's remind ourselves of what the measurements are that we're thinking about here. If we go back up, we've got these three measurements that were measured with the apparatus: the time for the trolley to travel from rest down to the light gate, the length of the card, and the time to travel through the light gate, both of which were able to allow us to measure the speed at the bottom. So we need to think about which of these three measurements would be inaccurate. So the time for the trolley to travel from rest to the light gate. Time for the trolley to travel from rest to the light gate. Yes, that might well be inaccurate. Why? Because it's measured with the stop clock, and we might well have human error. That human error specifically would be due to reaction time. So the first answer to give here would be reaction time, and measuring the time. So that's relating to this statement here, the reaction time, and measuring the time to travel from rest to the light gate. If we think about the other two, the length of the card measured with a ruler, if we go back up and have a look at it, yeah, we could probably have inaccuracies there as well, because the ruler might be put diagonally, so it would be measuring a longer length than the actual length of the card, or the ruler might have a systematic error. It might be like one of those old wooden meter rules that's been worn at one end, and so the measurement would be inaccurate. So we can definitely add in down here another statement: the measurement of length may be inaccurate, and of course that might be for the reasons I've suggested. And then thirdly, time for the card to travel through the light gate. Could that possibly have any inaccuracies as well? Well, yes, it could. Typically when these trolleys roll down these ramps, they tend to veer off to one side maybe, and so it's possible for this trolley to have veered off, and so the time for the card to have travelled through the light gate might be inaccurate because it might have travelled through diagonally. So we could add down here in our answer oops, we error there. We could add in that the card may not have passed straight through the light gate. And so there we have three answers that you could give. Only one is necessary. Bear in mind that if you do write more than one, if you write two, you might have negative marking here, so one right answer might be cancelled out by one wrong answer. So you need to be very careful to write one answer that is correct.